Hello, my name is I'm reviewing Captain America: The First Avenger and Marvel Thor from 2011. Both books are from the era of Marvel's Phase 1. I give them both solid points, 6 points out of 10. Perfectly solid, mediocre movies. Nothing to really go dying over a hill for, but not bad watching. Very entertaining fan service movies these movies were. As a comic book fan, Phase 1 wraps up, it shows the passion of this comic book source material, and they really, bring their own spin on it, and, for Thor and Captain America, and Hulk and Iron Man, and really do their own thing with it. And, create new mythology for the modern era of film, of Phase 1. That's why I give Captain America: First Avengers and Thor 6 points out of 10. And I love the costume, I love the effects, I love the CGI. I love how it's not all CGI, these movies. There's all some practicality in there. And I really like the costume on Captain America more than Thor's costume. It looks more comic book accurate, but also looks more radically reimagined for a big screen than Thor's costume. But it also looks somehow more faithful, because Thor doesn't wear the helmet like he does in the opening. He just takes it quickly off. Captain America wears his mask and helmet. The helmet he has, the mask, he wears that often as a regular trademark of his suit. Thor doesn't wear his top part of his suit, his helmet, but Cap does. That's why I think Captain America is a better movie than Thor. The First Avenger, I liked more than Thor, the one. But neither ones are really that bad at all. They're really not that bad at all, either ones. I give them 6 points out of 10 points. And I love Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth as Thor and Cap. Both main characters felt like they were meant to play these versions of the characters for the big screen. Wasn't miscasting, but great casting for Thor and Captain America. Captain America and Thor are great origin stories, and also some of blockbusters trying to be. Really a big action fiesta. These movies are trying to be also really new origin stories for the characters from modern times. Reimagine. This is a nice adaptation these two movies are. Yeah, so I like these two movies. Now I'm going to talk about Iron Man 2. I give it 6 points out of 10. I enjoyed the reimagining of Black Widow played by Scarlett Johansson. No one could play a better Black Widow than her, I think, for his take on Black Widow. Reimagined for the modern cinematic universe. Just like no one could play a better Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. with this version of Iron Man. I love how Black Widow has a cool action piece, a cool action fight in like a scene with the movie Iron Man 2 when her in her costume and like taking all those guys. That was pretty cool. Top notch action, that fight, those fighting moves with Black Widow played by Scarlett Johansson. And I like this movie Iron Man 2. I like how this movie continued the story, didn't just rehash the plot of the first one, but it still had a very generic, forgettable, easily to defeat main villain for the final boss. More easy gets killed off than Obadiah Stane did. Quicker. He gets defeated quicker than Obadiah Stane in a fight with Iron Man and Rhodey, and he has an army of drones and Iron Man suit, so wouldn't that be a little more challenging for our heroes? Because then there's only 2 of them on the battlefield in an army? You would think, but no. Stark has upgraded his weapon tech on his Iron Man suit sets. So he's easier to defeat than Obadiah Stane from Iron Man 1. Oh well, that kind of sucks. The fight was short, but cool looking when it happened, and it was exciting. It was a short-lived, exciting climax, like the Fantastic Four climax from Fantastic Four 2005. Short but brief lived, but sweet climax. Even though a short, brief lived. You know, when all four working together, and it's not just the thing fighting, the Doctor Doom. That part of the climax. The last, I mean, that was a cool climax. It went cool. I just wish the four were working together in physical combat in that first movie. And we don't see them ever work together on physical, as a team physically on the field doing hero stuff in that movie, outside of the final battle against Doctor Doom. That was one of my weakest. I thought it was one of the weakest parts of that movie. The first Fantastic Four movie, even though I did enjoy that final battle, it kind of something about that final battle pissed me off, and I think it was because it was such short-lived. Was the four working together and fighting Doctor Doom? It's like, what kind of more of that movie be like that? You know, them fighting the bad guys. Instead of all this family shit, sitcom shit, like seeing Johnny pregnant and Ben Grimm and shit. It was, you know, that's like what Joy was focusing on the first Fantastic Four movie, you know, but it had a solid cast nonetheless. Nobody could have played a bad Fantastic Four for any of the Fantastic Four members to this day, but I think that movie could have been better. That and Rise of the Silver Surfer, and nobody, I think, should have played a better, could have ever played a better Fantastic Four member or Orion Silver Surfer than the ones that was from the Fox era. But we could have gotten a better movie than what we got from either Fantastic Four Fox eras with the old cast. It's kind of my similar feelings to the all Avengers movies and the solo outings. That's why I give Iron Man 2 a 6 out of 10. And I give Captain America, the first Avengers, 6 out of 10. And Thor 1, 6 out of 10 from 2011. And I give Captain America... oh wait, sorry, I said the same title twice by accident. I meant to say I also give Fantastic Four 2005 6 points out of 10. And Rise of the Silver Surfer I give 6 out of 10. That's my review on the bunch of Marvel movies that with the Marvel characters I reviewed on this video. Goodbye, subscribe, like this video, grow my subscribers, my guys. I'm Jake Allen Grimm, and I hope you enjoy this video content of review. Bye.